If you only had 3 exercises to pick to run faster, what would they be? So in this video, I'm going to show you what those 3 exercises are, how to do them to maximize your gains, and give you examples of my athletes blowing up their speed by doing these training methods. But first, let me show you what happens when you add too many drills or don't do these 3 exercises and what changes I made to fix this issue. Back in high school when I was training to run faster, I had one big problem, and the issue was my block start. You see, I was very fast when it came to top end speed. When I got my speed rolling, I had a 10-meter fly of 0.89 seconds FAT. But here's the crazy part. Everyone left me behind in the beginning of the race. I couldn't understand why this was happening even though I had so much speed potential. And sadly, I was running out of time before high school was over. This was a big challenge for me because, as you know, if you can't get a good start, then you're gonna have issues catching up at the end of the race. So then I decided to find a personal trainer, and he showed me something fascinating. He explained to me how I was hitting my maximum velocity after just 10 meters. Then it was really weird how I lost my speed almost instantly after that. This wasn't good at all. Most athletes can hit their top end speed around 40 to 50 meters and then maintain that speed for 20 to 30 meters before they have hard deceleration. That's when it finally hit me that I need to improve my acceleration and my ability to push. That way I can have a better race model to have more consistent top end speed, which overall will improve my chances of winning my races and running faster times. To work on this, I started doing stuff like horizontal-based sprints and plyometrics. This helped me develop horizontal force production and teach my body how to project at horizontal angles so I can push and develop momentum for later on in the race. Now guess what happened? My acceleration shot up, and I started to leave athletes in the dust. Sadly, I couldn't compete in the last 2 years of my high school seasons but I was able to transform other athletes with similar methods as well. So the best exercise to train horizontal force production is going to be resistance sprints, and I'm going to show you how to do them. Step 1, find a sled on Amazon or elastic band from any store. All these options range from $10 to $30, or find a free hill. Or if you want something for free, find any hill with a small incline or literally any area in the world with some sort of incline you can sprint off of. I promise you could find one. It's not that hard. If you have a sled, then load up 10 to 20% of your body weight. If you're using other options, you can just get started now. Set up 10 to 20 yards to sprint and set up some form of a timer or some way to race somebody. If they are significantly faster than you, then you can have them start behind you. And if they're much slower than you, you can have them start in front of you and you chase them down. Now wrap the resistance around your waist or whatever part of the body feels good, and then get in a squatted 2-point start or a regular 3-point start. Now explode out and run at 100% intensity. If you struggle to run at max intensity, then time or race somebody. Rest for 2 to 4 minutes after every single sprint. Do not rush the rest. If you start resting little, like maybe 30 to 1 minute, you're gonna start producing less force and developing more slow twitch fibers. Do absolutely nothing, literally just relax. Repeat this for recommended reps and sets. If you want recommended reps and sets or alternative exercises, if you simply can't do any version of a resistance, check out the Speed Academy, our 12-month sprint speed transformation program. Just link in the description or check out the pinned comment. Which exercises have the highest correlation to sprint time? And what exercises besides sprinting itself would improve sprint speed the most? Did you know that speed bounds have some of the highest correlation to your sprint time, such as the 40-yard dash? There's even equations where you could put in your triple broad jump or a triple bound, and it can actually estimate your 100-meter time based off how far you got in that triple bound. Bounding is also highly correlated to 1-foot bounce and overall jumping ability in general. So doing bounds will not only improve your sprint speed and jumping ability by improving the stretch shortening cycle and reactive strength index, but also improve your ability to bound better, which, like we said earlier, has high correlation to make your 40-yard time faster. So now I'm going to show you how to bound with this simple progression. First, we are going to hop on one leg with the other leg straight in front of your body. We are going to hop twice, then switch with a straight leg landing under your center of mass, then hopping twice and do it again. Then the second step, we're going to do a straight leg bound. We will first stand in a tall athletic posture, get into a slight bend in the knee. Then we're going to do a scissor motion with our legs where we push our legs forward and then strike back under our center of mass and push back as hard as possible. The first level will be doing this with a small scissor motion. The third level will be kicking up the intensity and pushing harder and making big scissor motions. we can start to lean back and open up our strides and use longer straight leg levers to push our body forward. Now, the fourth level is going to add a driving knee versus a straight leg knee. We are going to almost jump forward and drive our knee high and strike back down under our body with good stiffness and elastic ground contacts. You can start off with a small ground contact at first, then eventually build up to big jumps forward off one leg. Also, don't be afraid to have big, powerful arms while doing this as well.
Hop on the Speed Academy, link in the top description or pinned comment.
I had another challenge when I was an athlete. I was very strong. I could deep squat 445 pounds at 180 pounds. But when I tried to run faster on the court or on the field, I looked stiff and unathletic, especially in the start. I needed to get faster, so my coaches told me just get stronger in the squat and the deadlift. So I kept lifting weights and I kept getting stronger and stronger, even got my hang clean to a 225 at 180 pound weight. But for some reason, it didn't seem to help me get faster. I was extremely frustrated because my strength didn't seem to translate over to sprint speed, especially in the start where strength is supposed to help the most. People said online, just do a plyometric phase and Olympic lift phase. But I didn't want to wait for this special training phase to get some sort of transfer. Then my old personal trainer gave me a great idea of single leg lift. This did not only get me stronger, which improved my speed potential, but it also helped me increase my speed year round without having too much load on my body or spine and without having to wait for some special transfer phase of plyometrics. So I'm going to show you how to do the rear foot elevated split squat and the steps to maximize your sprint speed. Step one, find somewhere where you can place your back foot onto, usually around 15 to 20 inches. Then sit into that back foot, then put your front foot out in front of your body. Then stand up and you should have generally a solid single leg position. Pick up the dumbbells, lower the body until you reach a full range of motion with a 3-second eccentric lowering phase to start off, or you could do a 5-second isometric pause at the bottom. If you want more sprint speed gains from 5 to 10 meters, then you could do eccentric focus. If you want more gains from 0 to 5 meters, then you could do an isometric focus. And if you want to transfer to acceleration more, push the foot back to get more knee over toe and maybe even lean forward too to get a little more glute. If you want more top end speed, keep the shin vertical and the torso vertical to get more strength in that area. Progressively add 5 to 10 pounds every single week until you can't handle the dumbbells no more, then progress to Smith machine or a regular barbell split squat. Treat this like your deep squat, but now you have a better exercise. All these exercises are amazing, but it does not matter if you don't know how to do the last exercise I just showed you properly. So if you want to make sure you get the best gains possible from that exercise, watch this video right here, or it might be right here.